Hello there, members of the viewing audience. We interrupt your regularly scheduled Wednesday to bring you Written Wednesday. Now, I am a few minutes early for once, so Sush can't say anything. And you'll notice that I am on a new chapter. So hopefully, I'll be able to make a screaming amount of progress, just screeching through the rest of these pages. It's a new chapter. I have just started it. And if I can get it done in the next 19 days, I will be very happy and confident in my abilities to finish the story before the end of the year. Full steam straight ahead. So, how are you today, Sush? Oh my, I seem to have quite a lot of Discord messages. Oh, that was a 1, not a 7. Okie doke. Okay. I seem to have not many Discord messages whatsoever. Well, hopefully we can get that taken care of. Some of your famous nudist noodles cooked over the fires of the entire population of lava, and hopefully you'll be back to your kabobbling self in no time. I certainly hope not. You're joking with me, correct? You're not actually being serious, right? Just for the sake of knowing. About having a tumor and doctors saying that you're going to die at age 21. You're joking, correct? Okay, you're really starting to concern me, Sush. You're okay, right? Well, if you have a pre-existing condition like that, you're the only you're ever going to have. No, not at all. It's not being a bummer. My friendship does not end when the sky gets a little bit cloudy. This is a big concern, and if that's an issue for you, definitely see a doctor. You are the only you're ever going to have in this life. Make sure to take care of yourself. There's no grand, noble award you get for dying because you didn't go to the doctor. Toughing it out works with flus and colds, but tumors, I don't know of any way to want to self-medicate those, so take care of yourself, Sush. One moment, please. Okie doke. Now let me make sure I'm not out of frame. Yep, we're good. So yeah, let's see if we can hit that racing pace I mentioned. Because again, one of these streams I'd like to show that I can actually belt out more than one page every 3 hours. What? Beep a ding dong sing song weep sheep little leap Caleb. You're gonna have to go easy on me. I'm still trying to figure out who put the bump and the bump a bump a bump. That message is gonna take a little bit more of my brain power to want to decode. I'm sure it was. Just gonna put that in there. Oh, I'm trying to remember a specific texture. It's not plasticky, it's kind of... It's like the suede, or the plastic equivalent to suede is like... Oh. Darn. I know it was used a lot in props in like the 90s and early 2000s. I'm trying to think of the material. Do I have anything comparable to it? Maybe an N64 controller? It's a little too smooth. It's gonna bug me now. I'm trying to think of that. Oh, yeah, that's kind of it. The side of these controllers or power boxes here, how they have that sort of porous texture to them. I'm trying to think on what you'd call that. I know plasticky, but it's like a porous plastic. No, I'm not stuck with you, Sush. It's a pleasure to have you. A minefield, man. Walk out of here. She's in the trees. Let's see. I want Google Images. Ways to describe hard plastic. That's not it. Wait a sec. Would it be neoprene? Let's see if I can spell that. And I think at the end of the series, when all is said and done, this is just going to be a documentary on how many weird ways I bend my face and touch my chin. Right, neoprene plastic. Is that the right texture? Is there such thing as hard neoprene? No, it seems to be very bendy. Oh, crud. Types of plastic. Again, this is one of the key essentials for writing. Lots of research that I should have done in advance that probably have very little bearings on the actual story itself. Let me see. If nothing else, just say the plastic is textured. That's an idea. Plastic won't exist in the future. Just make up a new substitute. Oh my god, I love research. Caleb, sometimes I'd like to research with you. Get my mind off of things. Well, I'd enjoy that. Oh, by the way, last night before I went to bed, I had an idea for the name of your potential Metabot that you'd have in the form of the Chrome Roku show. And it's based on what we've been watching. What do you think of the name? No, I came up with an entirely new one. What do you think of the name Rokugaran? I'm expecting immense negativity towards it, but I'd like to know what you think. Yeah, just without the last part there, so it's not so obvious. I don't know, Rokugaran sounds pretty cool. Doop-a-doop. What Roku think we are? I'm not quite getting that. Oh, okay. I'll wait for you to provide the transcribed version. Now let me check my notes. All we have to do is Rolfians overload the com. It's the redundant tree. And then default to these notes. Swipe. And I have some stuff to check off here. Check off, as in nuclear vessels. Okay. Now, let me see what I can do here. Who do you think we are? It's who do you think we are? I messed it up. Okay, I think we are awesome. And it would be even more awesome if I could think how I want to describe this and actually make some progress. We'll see. Found it. Alright, what did you find? Are these just words you want me to try and say? Because I get the feeling that's what this is. Benzyl methylenglycolinide. Whew. Whew, that's a longin'. The real full name. One souche. But is not the word character longer than one souche? And I'm not intentionally ignoring everybody. I'm just working on my phone here to see if I can't find the word without showing everybody or forcing everybody to watch my browser. Instead, we can just stare emptily at my screen. No, because I'm pretty sure it would explode. I know there's a name for that kind of plastic. Oh, forget it. Dare you... yeah. I dare you to pronounce it 3 times. You only get one breath pause. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I would die. I am tempted to try it now. Polyoxybenzyl methylenglycolenhydride. I wonder who makes up these long names. I will hunt that up real quick. Bakelite. Bakelite plastic. It comes right up. Let me take a look at it. Is that... kind of looks like it. Yeah, I think that's the right word. Thank you. Dova Quill. Hey, Katie, how are you doing tonight? And you may just recognize who is the star of this chapter to start with. Yeah, no, it kind of does. Go on the Bilkalite or Bacalite diet. Sounds like something Jilly Juice would come up with next. Dovahkill! Wait. No. I confused Dovahkill. That just dawned on me. I just confused Dovahkill with Katie. I'm a little dumb. I feel bad about that. Hello, Dova. Sorry for the incorrect greeting. Sesra! Hello there! Oh, and the dogs explode with delight of your approach. Yes, let me... Tips around Caleb. Yes, hold on. Let me check real quick. Yes, it is indeed tip o'clock. Yep. I can confirm it is indeed tipping time. It's very good to see you. I just managed to get to a new chapter last night at around 2:30 in the morning before work. Big brain. On a work night, you know. And I'm trying now to see if I can't capitalize on some of that momentum and continue to shoot through and cannonball my way to the next chapter. We are starting Act 4. Which means the end of the book is near in sight. Yee! I love the sneaking excitement that encroaches the middle there. Oh, and speaking of the Yoggle, since that is the species of Agor, I have a new little picture I'd like to bring up on screen. They will be our mascots for the chat today. Or for the writing, rather. Come on. Sorry, my computer takes forever to load. Which it didn't originally, but I think it's getting old. you can get out of here. And then I arrived. It is always a delight, because if you remember, after I did all the writing, I said goodnight. So being in contact with you tends to be my motivator, it would seem. Caleb, what would happen if the Chernobyl power plant was ran by cats? It would have a meowt down. Well, to be fair, they couldn't be any less competent than the Soviet workers who were running it in the first place. Forgive me for being Comrade Salty. Copy. And. Come on. Come on. Come on, don't do this to me. I don't want to hold this pose for much longer. Blammo, there we go. Ha ha! We have Yoggle clothing. I really like the way this came out. Gitch was helping me with Photoshop lessons, and Meg actually did these clothings for me. All I did was have Gitch show me how to put lighting and shading on them. I removed the lines, and I added a little bit of detail here and there. The majority of the work was done by her, and I am grateful for the help she provided. Now, hopefully we won't have a meowt down with the Yoggle on the case here. So let's just size you. Let's just size you. There we go. And get back to work. E is nice clothes. Well, thank you very much. Sorry, technical difficulties. Now, greeting again to all. Hello again, Dova. It's a greeting so nice we do it thrice. Those kangaroos have a case of clothesitis. Greetings, Sush, and Zidovaquil waves. Oh yes, speaking of things that sound like weird Mediterranean diets and whatnot, Dovaquil, I always think it's some sort of over-the-counter dragon medication for when your thume's not quite as strong as it should be. Also, I brought a big bottle of wine. That is because I'm on my best behavior, hoping that that Dovaquil will share. Oh goodness, we can't be having that now, can we, Sush? All right. Please forgive me, the matriarch was napping from so very long day of the working. My head is still filled with the gnats. Well, more than just being a yinglet implies. Oh dear. We'll have to hang up some of those little two-sided tape things inside your head that want to trap all those gnats. Don't worry, with my gross disregard for safety and abundance of sci-fi props, we will make the world's smartest yinglet. I have Bones' tricorder, scanner device thing, and a normal tricorder. I'm sure between these children's toys I might be able to improve your condition some. That'll grossly annoy you. One of the two. And now, to imbue me with yinglet-like energy and hopefully something a little bit better in the way of an attention span, I have the 2-liter of Coke Zero. Nothing says writing like a crippling Coke addiction. That's how you know you're successful. Don't do drugs. At all. Ever. Not even a little bit. Wine is superior? Dova, I'm sorry, but for baseless slander and racism, I'm going to have to remove this comment from the chat. It is not. These are dirty lies, and I will thank you to keep your pro-wine conspiracy talk out of my stream. Yes, that's a good vintage. Cesar dear, please do not let me abuse my power as moderator any further than I already have. Oh! Dova, we will not make a battle of it. I am armed to Thunderdome. We will settle this like men, with one of us being unarmed. Dang Capgun. Caleb, he knew you liked wine, so he's whining about your wine, so now you can have wine about wine. Actually, I don't like wine at all. I'm weird enough sober, I don't think I need to drink. Could you imagine if I started doing these streams blasted? Imagine a room full of people lifting wine glasses and chanting in unison, "Wine is superior, hail fruit of the vine." I would, but if it was a stadium full of people with unlimited access to wine, I don't think they'd be doing anything in unison other than passing out and falling to sleep. Likely urinating. Abundantly. Hail the... Yeah, and in second case, I don't think I like the idea of a stadium full of people yelling "hail." That's, yeah, that's a little uncomfortable to think about now that I think about it. Although I'm sure, given my voting history, Cesaro could paint me a rather unique picture of such a setting. But that is why I love Cesara. She is a smart ying who I deeply enjoy the conversations of. I like friends who challenge me and who are strong in their own opinions. Because if I was surrounded with people who agreed with me, my stupidity would never be challenged. Fermented grapes! Yee. the flat ease of Cesara building her power. At some point, just a little tiny ratbird fist is going to come flying in from frame and just do me in. Little tiny clap noise. Hugs, Keto. Here, we have the surrogate stand-in for Cesara. Thank you. I hug you too. And now that I have... who is Cesara again? It is the first time I've seen the username. She is a dear friend near to my heart who is a fan of the same comic that I am. It's called The Out of Placers, and it's a unique little world created by Valsalia. I look forward to seeing how it develops in its later installments. Skeptical look. Skeptical look. Even I remember who Cesara is, and I forgot who Caleb is at times. You think you're funny. Sushimaru pulls out the Cesara scepter. The Sceptra. You guys are just trying to tie my tongues and not. I have the one. You guys are trying to tie my tongue in knots tonight. Pulls out the the Skeptra. And Dovahkill has exploded again. Shield Hero Season 2 and 3 announced. We should watch that show at some point. Oh. Excuse me. I don't remember if I put the ship name in italics. I think I do. And this is going to be very difficult to want to tell, because some of the file had been corrupted. Really? I don't. Doesn't seem right. Replace with, alright, Control I. Mozart. Let's replace all. There we go. 34 replacements. There we go. Le Bookworm. Hello and welcome to you. I think you will be happy because I have mistaken your identity for Dovahkill and rehearsed my greeting for you with him. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm very happy to have you, and I managed to get to a new chapter at the start of last night, and I think you'll recognize the person we're starting with. Zanku. Oh my gee. Oh goodness, we're picking up the Yinglet speak. Caleb, I'm a shield hero, yo. Oh, please don't. I am already shielded and sheltered enough. You don't know this, but when the stream ends, I have to sit here and power down until next Wednesday. We're on extreme power rations. I wasn't trying to speak anything but gratitude. Oh, wait, now we have the speaking of a happy sush. I remembered your name. I'm proud. Yes, I am proud of you too. You get 1 gold star. It is in the mail, and it is also a cracker, and it tastes lightly of goldfish crackers. Because it is a goldfish cracker, and it only very vaguely resembles a star of any sort. Yay for you. Oh god, it's actually been forever since... When's the last time any of you have had goldfish crackers, if ever? Because I remember I loved the little pizza flavored ones. Does anyone remember that? That was my jam in the 90s. It was, we'd go to the Middleburg video rental place. We'd get a couple of VHS tapes for the weekend. On Friday, we'd have a few Tony's instant oven done pizzas. Tony's brand specifically, because the sauce was like, ooh, that's bitey. We'd have a 2-liter of Coca-Cola, and then on Saturday or Sunday, we'd have the Arntz family strawberry cheesecake. Those were the days. I miss them terribly. I have a giant carton downstairs. Well, I hope you are intent on sharing them. Yes, that sounds like a great job. And I recently got a new one too, as a free sample demo cook. Now, could not have been any less subtle if I would have tried it, but I do not like the wet on my lip. Today is payday, but I'm a bit short on money. Here, have goldfish. Infinite goldfish. Yes, that is a reward in and of itself. Except for they don't keep that long because they get stale and like gummy or like flaky, crumbly. Did you just say goldfishes get stale and gummy? Yeah, the cracker gets like spongy. Hedge, we're talking about goldfish crackers, not the actual fish. I'm an American. Of course I'm going to talk about the ones that are edible. Come on, Sush. You need to put your poutine powers away for a little bit and think with your stomach. Somehow I'm not surprised. I don't like how they put the X and C key very close beside each other. Talking to an American is as different as talking to a British. Oh, that's what an aneurysm feels like. Sush, I do believe there's something about that sentence that isn't quite kosher. I'm not sure you won't delete this, but I was talking to my friend Kyle, and he kept saying I don't think I've ever heard of that as a food. You're going to have to provide me some kind of link. Because I know people refer to cigarettes as fags, but I don't think anybody in their right mind eats those. I know there's a pudding called Spotted Dick, and I have a friend who is delighted at the opportunity to eat Spotted Dick. It is a life goal of theirs, just for the sake of being able to laugh like a 4-year-old. So yeah, I'm going to need to see a link of this food, and if we cannot provide one, there's a link. Okay, can I? Yeah, if you can, just copy the ink location. Copy the image link location. Or just send it to me over Discord. Discord should work. Aha, that works. Now, let's see if this is an actual food, or if I have to ban-hammer the sush. You are about to leave Picarto in search of... My God! They're actually a thing! 6 faggots in a rich West country sauce. A country sauce. I didn't think people in the country would really like those. They look like little meatballs. I don't know what to make of this. I'm experiencing a spiritual IDK, this is dodgy. All right, let me watch some information about this and see if I continue having this existential crisis. I'm concerned. I don't know who named them. Excuse me, runny nose. What? No.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. I've a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggests that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope. You know, they could be right.
How old of a food is that? Because I know people will like co-opt words and stuff and just give them new derogatory meanings. I remember gay was happy. So is this like a case of we've just discovered the original identity of this word? Is this just something that some marketer did to be funny? Or my brain hurts. I'm going to have some Gumby brain surgery. I mean, people still say fag for cigarettes. Yes, but I've never heard of faggots and gravy. That is a new one on me. And unless this is like a joke that you've gotten from a comedy skit or something that you're just trying to troll me with. A bundle of sticks, yeah, I know that. That predates the meatballs. They're just meatballs? Huh. Yeah, I'm talking about when to do all this writing on my book, and I'm getting distracted going down the rabbit hole learning about European meatballs. I'm interesting. Yes, you are. Especially the stuff about the Sims language you were talking about ages and ages and ages ago. I'm teaching you things about the world. In fairness, yes. You have done a very good job of that during the course of the streams. And then just Cesar's here being awesome, and we spend hours talking. We go travel all these miles to go to a hotel to experience a convention together, and we spend most of the time talking up in the room, sitting down going, oh yes, I remember that. Or, oh, isn't that interesting? She is wise beyond her years. Yes, because Simlish is interesting, and one of the fixations of Jacob. He finds the language very interesting, and I prefer Second Summer in Simlish as opposed to its English dub. Returns at a screeching halt. I am back. Hello, I thought I smelt burning tire rubber. This how cons are for the matriarch. Well, you know what? I quite like them. With a little bit of suiting thrown in on the side. The matriarch, yes. Sesra is a matriarch of a Yinglet enclave. Sounds like my job at the factory. I hate burning rubber. What I find more interesting in Sim speech is that the sound is improvised and differ from actor to actor. Yeah, and they all sort of sound the same though. Can actually be read. Hmm. Please let me remember how to spell this. I really would like not to look dumb with this pieces of my own invention. Tall. Demek. Demek. Okay, now you're just being nasty. Okay, Control F. Toll. Aha! I was spelling it right. You just forgot that I. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna add you to dictionary. Just you watch. You don't think I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. Blammo. There we go. Alright. Okay, so would you send me the copy of Infinity Quest now? I will eventually get around to doing that. I could have swore I did. Okay, with this... This is just the stream where reality falls apart and I realize I've been sitting alone in a room in like one of those saw traps for like 6 years with the tape on loop. I want to play a game. Oh, lovely! I'd love to see him. Oh, her, excuse me. A little chubby wyvern. Okay, what is... You have sent me many, many things, Swoosh. Oh, okay. I see what they've done there. Sort of. Yep, you remember them? Ah, come on. I know I wrote your name down. How dare you? You knew my mother was a Toltec. Are you sure you're turtle enough for the Turtle Club? Oh my god, yes. I loved that movie as a kid. Just because it was silly, and I loved it. And I don't think it was fairly reviewed because it got such a nasty negative score. Now, let's see if I can find a document where I actually write down his full name. Because I know I have his name written down somewhere. It's not Abandoned Ship. I believe it's Strangers. There we go. Click, click. And now to make the stream freak out because it doesn't like when I open up other word tabs. Sorry! Alright, Control F. Ized. Sargov! I do spell it Xargov. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, save. Now go away or I will insult you a second time. It's with David Sush. Oh yeah, here we go. Your mother was a hamster and your father reaped the elderberries. Yes, oh. Oh, we are the Tunnel Snakes and we rule. I should have worn my leather jacket. This is a fun stream. You guys are engaging tonight. Plus we have a Sesra, which is a nice treat. Tunnel snakes. Fallout 3. Now, if you don't mind, I'm not going to make the obvious joke, but I will be right back. But before I do, I'm just going to post a little something here for Katie to enjoy. I just finished this today with the help of Gidge, who has been diligently giving me wonderful Photoshop lessons. I have returned in properly and appropriately dramatic fashion. Kind of resemble a mouse. Yes, sort of. They are mice, Katie. They are mice. A kangaroo mouse. Hello. They're based somewhat on ferrets. Alright, let me see what Sush is sending to me. Alright, let's see what YouTube link you have sent me now. And by now, I mean whenever it decides to load. You know, it takes its time. Takes its time. It is 2 minutes. Oh.
Tunnel snakes rule. We're the tunnel snakes. That's us. And we rule.
No. How about you not? I would heavily prefer if you not. Yes, long boys. Very, very long boys with fuzzy tum-tums. Except for the Yoggle are hairless. If you were to put your hand upon them, it would make a little, like, soft slappy noise. Desert long boys. Yes, there we go. Little Ronnie. Well, this is a surprise indeed. Hello. Australian dolphins? They're not aquatic, Sush. Oh, Nizid, you recognize him. Katie and I do a lot of role-playing on the side with the crew, usually focusing around the crew of the Mesve themselves here, which are captained by the comparatively brave Captain Agor Stepmare. Yes, Sush, I think you're killing me. Yes, I'm relatively certain you're killing me. Caleb, I'm not killing you. Stop. You're already dead. Oh, Oemu Shinderu. Yes, the best beloved of my very big, long girl, Agor, that is. If I was killing you, you'd be more dead. Yes, and covered by angry little teeth marks. Hey, you officially become a character because now you have a possessive form of your name saved in the dictionary. Don't make me get the shovel now. Bite marks aren't off the table. So this is how I die, devoured by my audience. And apparently hit with a shovel. That'll do it! If I wanted to off somebody, I know how to make sure that no one finds them. Just ask anyone in forensic science class. Aggressively choose gum. I am very concerned now that the conversation has gone this way. The internet has corrupted my small baby mind, says Sush. I just wanted to say, her words, not mine. Yep. Sush, you have some very unique problems and struggles unique to your life. Just asterisk dies in Canadian asterisk. entire population of Canada. The rabbi took the day off, eh? Can you guys change the subject? Cestra, please begin aggressively dancing to distract the chat. Same here. Captain Wednesday as Captain's one pressing Commander's Encyclopedia. Dances aggressively. The only way to dance, just staying alive. Excuse me. I'm taking notes. Next time I want to talk about a subject, I'll know how to bring it forth. Please no. Ah. I know how to make mushy peas. That's a medieval recipe, and it's not bad. And every year for Christmas, I'm going to try to make it my goal to make increasingly more medieval dinners. I know last Christmas I did that, and I'm already aiming to top myself this year. And because I know that none of my family is watching this stream right now, I'm going to buy 2 wheels of cheese. Wensleydale and Carfillet. How did they make wine in the 1500s? I assume the same way they made wine now. Who invented the non-poisonous potato, actually? Well, that's obvious. It was Meg, of course. How else do you think she gets her spudly powers? Like that. Like that. Alright, as for the wine, probably with a lot of bare feet and good weather. For the potato, I really don't know. Potatoes aren't one of the foods that come to mind so much when I think of medieval cooking. I'm going to step aside real quick because I need to blow my nose. That was not a nose blow, that was a head explosion. I don't know why it is. I can be fine all day. And then come time of the stream, I get all snuffed up. You are not. Don't say that, Sush. You are much too hard on yourself. No, they weren't. Potatoes were never poisonous, I don't believe so. It's just people didn't want them. And I believe it was Frederick the Great who actually took and tricked people into eating them. They were going through a famine, I believe, at the time. And the king said, all right, well, we'll just have them eat potatoes. So they tried to give potatoes to the peasants and the paupers in the street. And they said, no, why does the king want us to eat these? So, Frederick the Great, being the great that he was, came up with the ingenious idea to post guards around the potato fields and put up nets and fences and everything and said, listen here, these are the king's potatoes. You are not allowed to have but a single spud. You may not even look at them. And certainly enough, the urchins and the thieves of the town snuck out under cover of night and stole many, many potatoes. And the next day, or there's some few following afterwards, potatoes started popping up in people's foods. It was tomatoes that people thought were poisonous, I do believe. Yeah, those lead plates aren't they aren't so healthy for you. think that's the phrase. Let me just make sure. That feels weird. Internet, please don't do this to me. Here we go, port. Oh. Is it Port or Harbor or Port of Harbor? I think it's Port of Harbor. Oh no. But I have to ask some people with some boating experience. Is it Port of Harbor or Port and Harbor? Someone's Port of Harbor. Their place where they go back to. Their home where they operate out of. It's your Port of Harbor, correct? Well, please, Ronnie, tell me you've picked something up from operating near Navy people or something. I'm going to need a little bit of help on this one. I need a fact checker. That's what I thought too, Port of Harbor. But Google seems to be a little bit useless. Surprise, surprise. Native harbor, home port. I think so. As is Wikipedia in regards of uselessness on the subject. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm not sure, to be honest. Fair enough. Oh, that was too fast. My scroll bar has turned into Sonic. I need to get an exorcism now. Excuse me. The lag on this so stupid Picarto is terrible. I like that name. I'm probably going to keep it. Oh no, that is a very unfortunate name, and his parents knew exactly what they were doing, and that is, I'm pretty sure, abuse. That is not cool. Hey, Dovahquil's back. I guess he just got used to it or owned it. Hey, Toons is back. I thought we lost power in the basement for a little bit. Work has me super tied up. Oh, did you ever get to bed last night after reading everything? I hope you slept well. I stayed up till 2:30 trying to finish my stuff on a work night, which was kind of big dumb, but it worked out. I'm very happy that I got to another chapter, so there's that. Yeah, crashed immediately. God, I envy that about you. I envy people who have the ability to just go, I will sleep now. Because for me, it's either I'll kind of ease into it like 10 minutes after the fact, or it's just rolling around forever. Oh, I ended up sleeping in an hour today before work. I really need to get this old timer fixed here. He'll tick just fine if I wind him up. Okay, I think the stream came back. But yeah, this will keep time just fine. All I have to do, crank it up. What time is it? Just about 9? Uh, 9 o'clock on the dot. And it will tick along just fine. The problem is something snapped in here. So the little thing you wind up to make the little hammer ring on the bells just spins forever, not catching anything. So its alarm function, the single purpose I need it for, no longer works. And that makes me unhappy. I miss the chatter of its bell and the ticking of its clock. I'm going to have to find someone to want to fix that. Remove the glass under the Rube Goldberg sucker. I had actually taken and opened it up and cleaned it up, and I had just fixed it so it was keeping perfect time. Everything was working fine. I could switch the little lever so that it would run however many fast seconds I wanted. I could make the seconds go as quickly or slowly as I wanted to keep it as accurate to time as possible. And I set the sucker up. I went for a couple of nights, and then the other thing that had worked reliably, the alarm, just snapped. Yeah, eventually. I've been putting off opening it up myself and seeing if I could ascertain the source of the problem, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to get someone else to want to do it, because there is someone local who will do it. I just don't know if I want to take the time to drive out there and see what the prices are. Yeah, so I heard. Oh, someone knows who he is. Yep. Nope, just a little doughy. No, but it can be a derogatory noun or an adjective. I'm going to have to put ASMR tags in this video now that we've got the clock softly ticking in the background. Oh, and I see little Ronnie has left. ASMR, Caleb, do it. Do I dare? Sleep, Caleb. Do ASMR video so I can sleep. Audio sensory meridian response. It's apparently little tiny noises that give you like that goose pimply feeling, where it's like, ooh, up your neck. The world of the internet explained by Caleb. Yinglets, awesome. ASMR. Ooh. Like, imagine if Elvis Presley had something stuck in the back of his throat. So stupid Picarto. Yes, it is. That should be the name, the So Stupid Apprentice stream. Ooh, I might just be able to finish a page tonight. One page a day keeps the doctor away, but the psychiatrist rolling in vast amounts of pay. Speaking of which, there's a book that I really want to read that a friend clued me in on, and I have yet to actually find any of it. I found like a couple minutes, like 8 minutes of it on YouTube, but I can't find it anything. I can't find it in any greater detail except for on some sort of audiobook website where it's like 30-day free trial, and it's like, I don't want to risk it because I don't want to sign on, yay, 30-day free trial, I'll read a book, and then have it like immediately start charging me afterwards. I know DeviantArt can be like that, where you buy a subscription, and then once the subscription runs out, they just so happen to reach into your bank account and pull out a little bit of moolah. Well, we just assumed you wanted to renew it. An apple a day will keep the doctor away if you throw it just right. Okay, Katie, you have won the Best Comment of the Stream award. I am bequeathing that to you tonight. And somehow I have redonned the Time Lord ring. It just happens. I can't be left alone with it here on the desk. It will eventually, inevitably end up on my finger. Question for the stream. What do you guys think about finger rings? Are you ring people? Answer in the comments below. Now I can explain the garlic versus vampire dilemma. Oh. I am more of a necklace gal myself, says Sush. Yeah, necklaces aren't bad. I do love the watch chain, especially the. I think it's called Albert style. Oh, stream! Why you do not do the thing you'd be doing right now. Restarts Picarto. There we go. OBS has decided to start working again. But yeah, I love the, I think it's called Double Albert style pocket watch chain. Stream starts for but a moment. Crash more, please. I don't want to worry about losing a finger if I get it smacked with a hammer. Ooh. Ow. That's quite alright, Dova. I hope you're enjoying the stream, and your call is of mirthful good news. About a page, but given the condition of the stream and how we keep losing connection, I think I'm going to call it here for the night, and I will see you guys in the next pages. But given today's day, before I end the stream, I would like everybody please to observe a moment of silence for the victims of September 11th. I know I filmed these weeks in advance, and this is not going to be September the 11th when I upload this, but for as long as it is today, and I think the right thing to do is to observe a moment for the people we lost. So thank you very much for attending. Live your life to the fullest and make the most of the time you have. Follow your dreams and goals in your creative pursuits, no matter what they be, because you never know when the day comes where you wake up and you realize that your life has passed you by and you've sat contemplating your own greatness instead of pursuing it, or given the events that transpired all those years ago when your life might just be taken away from you. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. I appreciate it, and God bless the heroes in our fire departments, police force, and armed services. God bless.